Hey, it's Kyle here. Today I'll be reviewing the final middle grade book in the High Republic series, A Valiant Vow by Justina Ireland. When the High Republic series first started, I was very skeptical about if I would read the middle grade books, but I enjoyed the first adult and young adult novel so much. I was like, I'll try out the middle grade books as well. At first, I'm sure I won't really like it that much. But I was really surprised how much I did enjoy them. Now, I'd say mainly throughout the series, the middle grade books in the High Republic series don't really do a ton of plot advancement. You know, a lot of times they're semi-covering events that are focused on the other books as well. So if you miss these, you're still getting the overall plot points. You're not missing out on any major developments. But what the middle grade books have done really good is introduce some very interesting characters, explored their development over the course of the series, and I think that's the part of the middle grade books overall in the series that I've enjoyed the most, and specifically in A Valiant Vow. I think there's some very interesting characters that were introduced in this phase that it was very nice to see how their story was wrapped up in this book by Justina Ireland. Specifically, Churl the Hutt has definitely, for me, been my favorite part of the middle grade books. In phase 3, this very interesting Hutt character who's trying to make his own path. He wants to be in science. He loves studying plants and animals, and he doesn't want to be a criminal like the rest of the Hutts. He wants to be kind of seen for himself as his own individual and not be tarnished by what the world and the galaxy thinks that Hutts are. Really great character. I enjoyed how his storyline continued to develop over this series. Zinni Greylark is another character I've really enjoyed. We've been introduced to the Greylarks in some other books in the High Republic series. They're a very powerful political family, and Zinni's kind of the newest member of this family. Her mom's a senator. Her dad, who's been missing, is in the Republic military. And again, kind of seeing how she's making her own path, you know, high, powerful parents. She's trying to live up to their standards, but in her own way, trying to be herself and trying to make a positive impact on the galaxy. The way her storyline wrapped up in this book was amazing. It's a very heartfelt storyline, very emotional, and really packed a bigger punch in this book than I was expecting for a middle grade book. And Emery's been a very interesting Jedi character throughout the High Republic series, from when we first met him as a Padawan to now as a Jedi Knight, who basically has very much made his own path in the Order. He walked away from the Order for a while. He thought he was done, and he's been kind of exploring different ways to be a Jedi. And it's clear he wants to be his own type of Jedi, which I think his character very much sums up what the Jedi are like in this book series, where they're very open to exploring different ways to be a Jedi. Where when we meet the Jedi in the prequel series, it's much more regimented, and if you kind of deviate from that, you're very much smacked down and basically telling, no, these are the rules, you need to follow that. If you deviate from this, you know, you're not really a Jedi. The High Republic series, they were a lot more open and free with exploring the Force and what it meant to be a Jedi. I think Emery's a very good example of that. So some very interesting characters. So I'd say, if you've been reading the High Republic series and you haven't checked out the middle grade books, don't feel like you have to for plot points, but you'll find some very interesting characters that I think you'll enjoy a lot. Some very funny moments. Now, I would say definitely if you have kids, younger relatives, nieces, nephews, stuff like that, that you're trying to get into Star Wars, some of these middle grade books would be a great way to kind of introduce them into what Star Wars books are all about. I really enjoyed how A Valiant Vow wrapped up the middle grade storyline for the High Republic series. I'm getting very sad that the High Republic series is wrapping up. I think with Andor just wrapping up and now the High Republic series wrapping up, two of my favorite Star Wars things are now coming to end. It is a little bit of a bummer. I'm sure there will be some more amazing Star Wars content coming soon. But the High Republic series has been so amazing. So every time, you know, we've had the last young adult novel, now we're having the last middle grade book. We have one adult novel left, and the High Republic series will wrap up at least this book version of it. So bittersweet moment, but I think A Valiant Vow did an amazing job of wrapping up its aspect of the storyline. So I definitely highly recommend A Valiant Vow by Justina Ireland. In the comment section below, let me know who has been your favorite character in the middle grade books in the High Republic series. Look forward to see what everybody's answers are. If you enjoyed this review, please hit the like button. If you have yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate support. Thanks for watching. I'll see you the next time, and may the Force be with you.